Hi, welcome back. I'm JC, and we're only a few days away from the beginning of fall. This is the month of September, and around the 21st, between the 21st and the 23rd of September, are the first days of fall. So today what we're going to be looking at is fall vocabulary. And what I prepared is a guessing game. I'm going to describe 20 different things that pertain to fall, and it's up to you to guess what these things are. Maybe you know what these words are, maybe you don't. Maybe there'll be new words for you. So it's up to you to see which ones you have to learn. Now, I will read each description to you, then I'll ask you to repeat after me, so this way you'll get some good pronunciation practice, and then after that I'd like you to give me the answer, and I will give you the answer after that. All ready? Let's begin. Number 1. These fall from deciduous trees in autumn. Repeat. And the answer is leaves, leaves. And the singular is leaf, leaf. Number 2. Squirrels collect and hide these for winter nourishment. Repeat. And the answer is nuts, nuts. And the singular, nut. Number 3. In late summer and early fall, this activity occupies most farmers' time. Repeat. And the answer is harvest, harvest. It can also be a verb, to harvest. Example, farmers harvest their crops. Their crops being the things that they grow on their farm. Number 4. Some farmers use these small roadside buildings to sell their produce to customers passing by. Repeat. And the answer is stands. In the plural, in the singular, stand. Sometimes you hear people say a roadside stand. Number 5. Many rural communities hold these fall events to showcase local produce and crafts. Repeat. And the answer is fairs, in the plural, and fair. And lots of times you hear people refer to fall fairs. We went to the fall fair during the weekend. And in North America, there are a lot of regions that have fall fairs, and people really enjoy going to them. Number 6. This is one type of deciduous tree which has beautiful colored foliage in autumn. Repeat. And the answer is maple. Maple trees, maple. And here where I live in eastern Quebec, we have a lot of maple trees. And as you probably know, the maple leaf is one of the symbols of Canada, and it's on our Canadian flag. Number 7. On this special day in late October, children dress up in costumes and visit homes looking for treats. Repeat. And the answer is Halloween. That's right. It's the 31st of October, Halloween. Now, what are the treats that they receive from people? Sometimes it's candy, could be fruit like apples. It all depends on the people. Some people give cookies, although they say it's better to give things that are wrapped because there have been problems in previous years I'm not going to describe what the problems were, not to give people ideas. Okay, but you know, it's a fun activity for kids, and even sometimes adults will dress up, parents, and they'll accompany their children going from door to door. Number 8. This orange-colored fruit, which grows on a vine, is readily available at markets and produce stands. Repeat. And the answer is pumpkin. And here I have a pumpkin. It's not a real one. It's made out of ceramic, but that's what a pumpkin looks like if you've never seen one. And we use pumpkins also at Halloween. Sometimes people will put them in their windows or out on their front porches. They will cut faces in pumpkins, and we call those jack-o'-lanterns. If you look at my Halloween video, you'll see that I talk about jack-o'-lanterns among other things. Number 9. This type of tree loses its leaves in fall. Repeat. And the answer is deciduous. Deciduous trees. Now, there are other trees which also lose their needles. Needles because they look like fir trees or pine trees. And these trees are called tamarack or larch. And we have a few here on our land, and they lose their needles. They turn yellow first, and then they lose their needles as the winter approaches. Number 10. In Canada and the United States, this yearly fall event is celebrated with a turkey dinner followed by pumpkin pie. Repeat. And this event is called Thanksgiving, or we say Thanksgiving Day. Now in Canada, we celebrate it in October, and in the United States of America, they celebrate it at the end of November. And it's usually around the same time when they have their Christmas parade, their Santa Claus parade in New York. I think it's put on by the stores called Macy's stores. Number 11. This word refers to the leaves of plants and trees. Repeat. And the answer is foliage. Foliage. Number 12. This is another word for fall. Repeat. And that was an easy one. Autumn. Autumn. Very good. Number 13. Before electric and solar energy became popular, people would start to heat their homes in fall with this indoor masonry structure which uses wood. Repeat. And the answer is fireplace. And even today, there are a lot of people that use fireplaces in their homes. It could supplement their heating system if they have wood readily available. Now, it is a lot of work. You have to bring in the wood, you have to put it in the fireplace, etc., etc. Some people are lucky they have wood on their land, but then you have to cut down the trees. Now, I know we live in the country. What we do is we have a guy that delivers us a certain amount of wood every year, and then we stack it, and I'll show you a picture of that, and then we have our wood for the winter. Number 14. On this day in mid-September, day and night are of equal length. Repeat. Did you have trouble pronouncing length? Length. Good. And what's the answer? It's the fall equinox. The fall equinox. Number 15. This large, web-footed migratory bird flies south from northern North America in fall. Repeat. And the answer is goose. Goose. And the plural of goose is geese. Geese. Very good. Now, in the description, I said web-footed. Foot, we know what a foot is, but web is when there is skin between the toes of the animal, okay, or bird, okay, usually birds. Like we think ducks have web feet, geese do, and other types of birds that have contact with the water, usually. Number 16. This small, fur-bearing mammal collects and hides nuts for winter. Repeat. And the answer is squirrel. Say that again. Squirrel. Very good. Number 17. These are produced by oak trees and are enjoyed by squirrels. Repeat. And the answer is acorns. Acorns. And in the singular, acorn. Acorn. Number 18. This long-handled garden tool is very useful for collecting leaves in the yard. Repeat. And the answer is rake. Rake. Sometimes you'll hear people say a garden rake. Number 19. Often people bake these delicious desserts using fruit from the harvest. Repeat. And the answer is pies in the plural, pie in the singular. And I think immediately of apple pie or pumpkin pie like we have at Thanksgiving. In the summertime, we have blueberry pie and rhubarb pie, which are very delicious also. Number 20. This popular sport is played mostly in the fall. Repeat. And the answer is football. Football. And lots of times people like to watch football games on the television, especially on the weekends, or they go to football games in their regions. Well, that ends our activity for today. Were you able to get all the words? Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't really matter as long as you learn something. At the same time, the pronunciation part of the activity is also important. It gives you a chance to pronounce words that maybe normally you would not have the chance to pronounce. Well, I'll leave you for today, and I want to remind you I also have another video on fall, and it is one that I prepared last year, and it involves a text, and it is great for pronunciation practice. So if you have a chance, go and watch that video and practice with me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.